Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Assembly. I want to start this morning by sharing some of the ideas that I've received from teachers about the things that you are going to do in memory of Captain Tom. If you remember on Monday, I asked each of you to try and think of something you could do in memory of him, a century for Captain Tom, so something you could do 100 times. And I shared that I'm going to try and write 100 letters or cards or messages to people to encourage them. And not long after Assembly had been shown, I had a lovely phone call from Amelie and her mum, who are going to do 100 yoga poses over 100 days. So each day they're going to do a different yoga pose. And Amelie really wants to hold each one for 100 seconds. So that really is a challenge. But some of the other ideas that have come through tonight, I've got receptions and year twos in front of me. So Beatrice is going to create 100 colouring pictures to give to her family and friends. Mia is going to make 100 cupcakes to give to friends and family. Freddie is going to do a challenge with his marbles, 100 marbles and a marble run, 4 marbles a day, and he's going to make a tally. My goodness, Freddie, that sounds complicated, but good luck with that one. Sophie's had a lovely idea. She's going to plant 100 seeds in her garden, and they're going to be rainbow coloured. That would be lovely. If you could send us a photo when they come out in the spring, Sophie, that would be beautiful. Lucas is doing 100 star jumps. Oscar and Samuel are doing 100 jumps on a trampoline. And Jasmine is going to read 100 books. So some great ideas there for a century for Captain Tom. And then year 2, Mrs. Broderick said there have been some lovely 100 challenges that the children have been sending in. We had photos of Hetty. Hetty is doing, I'm going to scroll down because there's a photo of it. She is doing 10 laps for 10 days on her roller skates, and each lap is 100 metres. So well done, Hetty. And who else did I have? Oh, Radine is going to learn 100 words in Irish. So well done, Radine. And Mrs. Broderick, I have to mention Mrs. Broderick. She wants to tell us what she's going to do because she wants to commit to it and she wants us to hold her to account. So Mrs. Broderick has had the brilliant idea of doing 100 litter picks. Now, obviously, she's not going to be able to complete those before Easter, so she's giving herself until the end of the year. And I think she means the end of the school year. So make sure when you're in touch with Mrs. Broderick, you just encourage her and see how that is going. As I read those ideas, children, I was just so encouraged and grateful for all of you and for all that you do. And I was sitting reading them thinking, my goodness, what an incredible school community we have. And I am truly grateful for it. I'm grateful for each one of you, that you are so generous with your time, that you're so creative, that you're so willing to get involved in everything that we do. And you have such brilliant ideas. So thank you. Please do send in your pictures of whatever you choose to do for Captain Tom, because I think it would be lovely to have a display where we could show people what we've done, and perhaps we could even send it to his family and encourage them and just let them know that we appreciate their father, their grandfather, Captain Tom, and all that he did and all that he meant to us throughout the lockdown period. I want to spend the rest of Assembly actually thinking about being grateful, because as I said, when I sat in my office and I read what you were doing, I honestly felt this sense of gratitude for each and every one of you. And then as I was driving home this evening, I was thinking of other things that I am truly grateful for at the moment. And in order to help myself focus on them, what I've done is I thought, what I'm going to do is to take some time now to actually think of things that I'm grateful for. So to help me focus, what I've done is I actually came home and took a piece of paper and drew around my hand, because I want to think of 5 things that I am the most grateful for. So I drew around my hand, cut it out, and then I have started to write. You'll be able to see things that I am grateful for. On the first finger, I've written that I am truly grateful that my family is healthy. My parents are elderly, they're in their 80s, and This has been a worrying time if we've got elderly parents or grandparents, because we want to make sure that they're safe and that they don't catch the virus. And it's been quite hard. It's meant that I haven't been able to see my parents for a long time because I don't want to be somebody who perhaps takes in the illness and makes them ill. So it's been hard, but at the same time, I am so grateful that my parents have stayed healthy and now they're getting their vaccines. So that's really good news and that's really positive. I'm really grateful for that. The second thing I wrote when I got home was that I am grateful for my warm and safe home. It is so cold today, it's freezing. School is really cold because we have so many windows and doors open. So to get home this evening and to be able to put the heating on and turn the lights on and just make home cozy, I just felt so grateful that I can do that I have a safe and cozy and warm home to live in. So I filled in 2 fingers with things that I am grateful for already. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on a piece of music, and I want to encourage all of you to grab a piece of paper, draw around your hand and cut your hand out, and then on each finger write down something that you are truly grateful for. So you might need to pause this video now while you do that. And the idea is that the music is just a nice quiet piece of music that you can listen to while you're thinking, what are you grateful for? And just one thing on each finger. But really think, have a really good think right now with everything that's going on. 5 things that you are truly grateful for. And then spend some time just saying thank you for them. And if you write somebody, if there's somebody that you're truly grateful for, perhaps this weekend you could take some time to let them know that you actually included them on your hand of gratitude. Okay? So I'll put the music on, stop the video if you need to, draw around your hand, cut it out, and then on each finger, write down something that you're grateful for. Okay?
The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children and their children. May his presence go before you and behind you and beside you, all around you and within you. He is with you, he is with you in the morning and the evening, in your coming and your going, in your weeping and rejoicing. He is for you, 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 he is for you. We receive it. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children, their children, their children. May his presence go before you and behind you and beside you, all around you and within you. He is with you, he is with you in the morning, in the evening, in your coming and your going, in your weeping and rejoicing. He is for you, 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 he is for
I hope that gave you long enough to think of 5 things that you could write on your hand of gratitude. If not, you could always just play the music again and have some more thinking time. I filled mine up. I know I had a head start on you because I'd already written 2 in, but I added 3 more. I don't mind sharing them with you. I wrote down that I am really grateful for the National Health Service at the moment, for all the work that they're doing, not just to treat people who've got COVID, but also people who have got other illnesses that are still going on. And I'm truly grateful that we have the National Health Service in our country. And one of the other things I wrote was that I am truly grateful for where I live. I'm grateful that I live where I do and that there's such beauty all around me when I look around where I live. And the last thing I wrote down was that I am grateful for freedom. Even though we're living in a lockdown, I still have the freedom to go to any shops that I want to, or shopping like supermarkets, and I still have the freedom to go out and run and to walk. And I still have the freedom to join church online, and there are some countries where people don't have those freedoms. So this is my hand of gratitude, and I'm going to keep it safe over the next week, which is half term. And every day I'm going to look at my hand and just say thank you for each of these things. And as I was finishing it off, I thought, What if I think of more things that I'm grateful for? I think I might just note them down here in the palm of my hand. So I hope that will help you this week just to reflect on the many, many things that we have to be grateful for. But focusing on just a few can sometimes be really good for us. So I hope those hands of gratitude will help you over half term. I hope you have a wonderful week next week. I would recommend and suggest that you take as much time away from screens, away from computers, away from televisions as you can. We seem to have spent so many hours over the last few months and weeks actually just looking at screens. And I think it would do all of us good to get outside, to have some fresh air, and to leave our screens behind for a bit. So I hope you have a really good break, and we look forward to joining up with you again after half term and hearing what the news is and when we might be coming back to school. But take care, everyone. Have a good half term. Thank you for everything that you've done this half term. You've been absolutely brilliant. Your teachers have been brilliant as well. You've worked so hard, and we are really proud of you. We're proud of our school and proud of everything that you've done. So well done, and have a great half term. I'll see you soon. Take care.